Welcome back
How's your week been?
to the Cade and Joaquin podcast.
Okay, I thought you were just going to stop there.
Fun fact, the boys aren't here right now when this episode comes out.
Oh.
We are the boys. Your boys.
Could you tell that? I was like, who are the boys?
We are your boys.
We are your boys.
And we are not
birthed
here.
out of you. I was going to say
Collectively.
I was going to say your, but then I was like, what do I want to come out of?
Armpit.
Armpit.
We are not in our normal... Well, to you, we are here.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we could, like, if we did this and knock down the wall and it was just we were on, like, a beach in Hawaii?
That'd be awesome.
We should do that one day.
But
We'll green
to
screen
you,
it.
we're here. Maybe. I don't fucking know where you think
What are you
we
saying?
We're out of town. So this episode, if one of us next episode has a cast or one of us is dead, it's because we went skiing.
That won't happen next episode. We're recording 2 this week.
I thought this one's going next week.
Yeah, but then we need another one for when we come back because we get back on like a Saturday or Sunday, and then we need one for that week.
Oh, I thought this one was a backlog from when we start filming the movie.
Why'd you give all that information then?
I'm telling you this right now. I thought this is a conversation we're having, not for them.
You thought that the second one we were recording was for that?
Yeah.
No, the second one we're recording so that we don't have to rush to make another one.
Well, I thought we were doing the whole ski lift thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Record the podcast on the ski lift.
When did we ever say that?
We never talked about it.
I was like, that sounds like something we would say.
Okay, well, in 2 episodes from now, if
Yeah.
one of us is dead or
has a cast.
that's because we went skiing.
What's gonna happen? What happens in your mind if one of us is dead? Or if
It's
say
like one of us does a very like solemn video upload, like, "Hey guys, just want to let you know that Cade died. He went snorkeling. He was really dedicated to bringing peanut butter with him. And tried sucking the peanut butter through the snorkeling.
Can we try that?
Died. No, until you fucking
Not
died.
underwater.
And he died. That'd be the most you way to die.
Do you want to know the really fucked up thing?
I would die from like stubbing my toe. That's how you would die.
I would love to die that way. Also, while you were talking about it, I was like, yeah, I feel like, because in my brain I was like, oh, okay, so if Joaquin's dead, I guess next week the podcast is with Audrey or Isaac, and we do like a in memoriam.
Oh yeah, okay.
Then we keep going.
That makes sense. My face has grown in size the past couple months.
I saw an old video where I covered the bathroom in ducks, and your voice sounded the same, but you looked like it looked like your son.
My voice sounded the same.
Your voice sounded pretty similar.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's not encouraging.
Why? It was
That was 3 years ago.
It's a deep voice.
I don't think my voice is deep at all.
I mean, it's not deep.
Do you think my voice is deep?
Deeper than mine. Not a high bar. Not a high
Yeah,
bar. I'm giving you. Not a high bar. I'm giving
I was
you.
like, how do I say that to him? How do I present that knowledge or information?
I mean, it's not unknown. I remember when we did the Hot Ones episode, Audrey was doing an impression of me, and then she made her voice really deep, and I was like, why are you doing that? Your voice is deeper than mine.
It's really...
You really fucked
I
the elbow crease.
I didn't like doing
no.
it. I keep doing it.
It is uncomfortable for me and non-consensual.
Which is worse? This?
I
I
forgot about that.
I did the backhand of my nails.
I
and
don't
was
think
like,
you don't do it. Don't do it. I don't like it at all.
I just slightly.
Don't
I'm
touch.
just presenting like doing like an example. I just slightly graze his arm.
I
I'm gonna
feel-
do it to you in your sleep one night and see what happens.
You're gonna wake up a fucking Tasmanian devil who's gonna fucking is swinging. I'm gonna come out of a dream swinging and just fucking
You
annihilate.
instantly know it's me.
No.
Listen, if we have a sleepwalking nightmare with you,
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna handle you.
I don't know what you should do either, because
I might just try to like see how long I get. Like it's like riding a bull.
yeah.
I might see how long I can like keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, if you were like, let's play chess, I'm like, okay.
I do think that because you aren't supposed to wake up a sleepwalker, right?
No. Your mom did. Your mom kicked you in the chest, or you kicked her in the chest?
I kicked her in the chest. I wasn't sleepwalking though. I was just tossing and turning around. Oh yeah, because we're gonna share a bedroom when we're on our trip. So you're gonna
Bunk
hear
beds, right?
It's bunk beds, which I'm so excited about. But you're gonna just hear me kicking and screaming at some point, most likely, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I'll just peer down like in the movies where they just like stick their head slowly over
You're gonna
it.
be on the top bunk.
I don't know.
For some reason, I thought I was on the top bunk because I think we looked at it and it was a much smaller bed up there.
Is it?
I
Okay,
think
then, yeah,
so.
if it's smaller than you go up there.
Okay,
Then
then,
I'll just slowly like
Kilroy.
yeah, exactly like Kilroy. Just imagine being a German soldier and you see fucking Kilroy everywhere and you think it's like American Superman.
That's Superman.
Well, you know what I mean? It's just like our French Superman because no one knows who did it.
Yeah,
It was the Allies.
yeah. Why
And
is it Superman?
Superman fucking fuck shit up. I don't know because Kilroy, no one knew who Kilroy was. But
Yeah.
Kilroy was just everywhere.
I learned also, by the way, recently that
Say
instead
that
of
10 times
holding
fast.
Kilroy was everywhere.
Kilroy.
Kilroy.
See, it gets fucked up, right?
It does.
I went to a hockey game last night as of recording, and I looked up for something. I was like, because we were like,
and a hockey puck slapped you right in the throat.
My fucking friend Nick went, fink, fink.
Oh, what an asshole! Why did he do that?
He flicked the shit out of it because it was funny. It was funny though.
So I'm gonna ask you something. It's not related. I just remembered that I wanted to talk about this on the podcast. Today we went out and we got the Wingstop. I could not remember that name. Okay. I don't know if you want me to interact with my hands or you want me to interact with my mouth. We got the chicken sandwich because I was curious about it. I just heard about it the night before. And I was curious, what would your last meal be? Like anything. It could be any size. What would you want?
One of my... 3 of my dad's enchiladas.
I like that you had it off the top.
My mom makes this really good red sauce pasta. It's like shredded chicken with usually kind of like a penne. A McDonald's Sprite.
Why?
An ice cold glass of McDonald's Sprite's one of my favorite drinks.
Okay.
An ice cold glass of because McDonald's Sprite's it's the optimal way to drink Sprite.
It says Sprite.
Yeah, well, it's literally it tastes different. If you get Sprite anywhere else, it tastes different than McDonald's Sprite, even out of the jar.
Okay.
Or the jar.
It's like moonshine. Here you go. Here's your Sprite.
Because like McDonald's like the official sponsor of Coca-Cola drinks.
Really?
Because they're the biggest Coca-Cola brand like in the world.
Oh,
like sponsor of them. So I'm pretty sure they send like the Sprite machine has to work.
Yeah.
But peak optimal, whatever. But I'll have one of those. I would want a Twinkie.
Really?
And then I would want 3 ice cream sandwiches.
Man, you're just gonna die from the meal at the end.
Yeah. No, because you think about it this way: if I eat more when I die, and all that shit comes bellowing out of me, you know what you have to clean up with that?
I mean, you're not getting to the death sentence. It's just the last meal that you have before you die.
Oh, usually last meal means like when I think of it, I think of
yeah.
Like death
I should have clarified. I was just saying like it's this is your situation.
And a nice T-bone steak as well with mashed potatoes and asparagus.
Would you eat it in that order, like after you do the dessert? No, time for the steak.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Chow right down on that steak.
And then I'll just slowly sip on nice cold gin and tonic, and then just
we got that. How about that? And that is the poison from. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to spoil. It's the poison from
Simpsons.
Yeah, the Simpsons, the episode where Homer dies.
Episode 3. Imagine like a TV show kills the main character.
They did that.
In like the second episode, and they never bring it back.
They did that.
And what?
Isn't that what happens in Game of Thrones?
Oh.
With Sean Penn.
Jon Snow?
No, Sean Bean.
Jon Snow dies.
Not Jon Snow. The guy from GoldenEye.
He said in Game of Thrones.
Yes, he is. Not Pierce Brosnan. The guy who's also like 008 in GoldenEye.
Or he's like the king of Winterfell.
And he gets they could decapitate him.
That's just a random fucking guy.
No, he was the main.
Nope, random
he was
guy.
set up as the main character.
No, he was not.
That's what they did. And
he was just a guy they were following.
No, they were setting up as the main character.
Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Nope.
No, he's not. He's not the main. He's just a dude.
This is what everyone else has said about Game of Thrones. They were said it was like, here's the expectation. We have Sean Penn or Bean. I don't know which one.
It's not Sean Penn.
Sean Bean?
I would have went, I know that guy. If it was Sean Penn.
Why do you know Sean Penn but not Sean Bean?
Who the fuck knows Sean Bean but
Everyone knows Sean Bean.
Look up Sean Bean.
And he was like getting set up as the main guy, and then he goes and he's dead, and people are like, holy shit.
It was okay. This guy.
Yes.
He kills that guy you're talking about.
No, he gets dead too.
Maybe later on in the show.
For season 1.
No.
Yes.
Not episode 1.
In the show.
Maybe okay. First of all, that's a spoiler for me because I didn't know that yet. I'm watching Game of Thrones.
I know
right
that
now.
then.
But there's not one main character in that show.
Yeah,
he's just a character they follow. They also follow Jon Snow a lot.
Correct.
Jon Snow dies, comes back to life. No, there's no main character.
Who was the main?
If anyone's the main character, it's probably Jon Snow.
Who was the main character in Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Is Jason Segel?
Yeah, but how much screen time did Russell Brand also have?
A lot. What's your argument here?
That Sean Bean was the main guy until he died.
He was the main, but he's not the main. He's not like it's not like on How I Met Your Mother, and they kill Barney, episode 2. Like no,
that's different. Barney wasn't the main guy.
It's like Community.
Yeah.
How there's no main character? They're all main characters.
Joel McHale is the main character. Like they're all main characters.
But Joel McHale goes. They saw the rest of the cast as all main characters.
Correct, but
Joel McHale's just the anchor. But Sean
the
Bean
guy
isn't the anchor of the show.
But he was set out to be the main guy. I watched a video about the production of it, and
I don't see him as the main. Okay, at least when I'm watching it, I don't see him as the main guy. Yeah, his storyline is kind of like the A plot, but it's like if anyone else, if like Jon Snow's one is like 8.5 plot.
Yeah, because they're big books.
It's all A plot. There's no really like, only B plot is Peter Dinklage fucking horse.
Peter Dinklage.
And the incest twins.
Here's the other thing. The Incest Twins is a great name for a metal band. But here...
They're the B plot.
Peter Dinklage got nominated for Best Supporting Actor when they did the Emmys for Game of Thrones.
He's supporting actor.
And I know that because... But here's the other thing.
I just said he's fucking horse.
Wouldn't you consider... You've seen Breaking Bad?
Not a lot of it.
But wouldn't you consider Aaron Paul, Jesse... The guy goes, bitch. Wouldn't you consider him a main character?
Yeah.
He's a supporting actor. He was in the same category as Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, but I would consider Walter White the main character, the main actor.
Yes.
Walter White.
And that's what Sean Bean was on Game of Thrones. That's why they did the twist.
I guess I just don't see him as the main guy.
I also am talking about a thing I've never watched a single
I know,
solitary
but
second
like if
of.
you watch it, I mean, I guess like you can like, this is what he's supposed to be, sure. But then when you watch it, I guess everyone has such importance to it. Like Khaleesi's very important. Oh, dude, one of the guys who's in Game of Thrones, he's like the tentacle brother to Jon Snow. He's the kid of Sean Bean in the show. His actual biological brother in that show.
Okay. Saying his actual biological brother when I'm trying to distinguish, and then you say in that show made it very confusing.
Yeah,
but I think I got it.
Yeah, that's on me. Hold on, let me see if I
Is
get
it
this
the
guy's
dude
name.
who can see the future? It's called like the Ray. I've never seen this show.
I don't know if you can see the future or not.
I don't know. I've seen.
I'm very early on into this show right now.
Here's the thing. Game of Thrones is something that I just...
Richard Madden.
Oh, that guy
He's
from
in a
Eternals.
short film about rally driving.
Uh-huh.
Like the 80s Group B rally. Dude, it's so fucking good.
I had no idea that this was the shift that we were going for with this.
What?
It's into the short
Well, yeah,
film.
because he was in it, and then I watched that short film like a couple weeks ago, and I kept forgetting to talk to you about it because I loved it.
I've never seen Game of Thrones, and at this
It's
point,
good.
I know it's
Makes you horny.
okay. That's not specifically what I'm looking for in television.
Just saying here.
I am probably never going to watch it at this point.
It means
just
you
'cause
never watch it ever.
I've just missed
it
the
means you'll
bus.
never watch it ever.
I've missed the bus on Game of
Never watch it
Thrones
ever.
because
But it feels like, in my opinion, shit like that. You never miss a bus when it comes to like media like that.
yeah, but there was
If it's a band, not even a band. I can't like.
There was like
Video games, the only thing I can say you can miss a bus on.
in the middle, like when Game of Thrones was happening, it was a cultural phenomenon, and I was just like, I don't care. I'm gonna watch.
There's a lot of
10.
things that you do that with.
Correct, because I'm a hipster, I guess.
That's not true.
Isn't that what a hipster means?
Hipster creates a trend.
No,
You just say
they
fuck
don't.
all trends.
As someone who makes a trend as a trailblazer, I also don't say fuck all trends. I just
Well,
for
most
some reason
trailblazing
don't
things.
consciously do it.
Yeah, so you say fuck it.
I'm not saying fuck it. Like I'm not like looking at Game of Thrones and I'm like fuck that. I just am like, oh hey, Game of Thrones, and then I never think about it. I'm like, I'm doing my own. I'm over here
That's
watching.
it's fantastic.
I know.
It's very engaging.
I've heard.
Good.
I understand.
Then why don't you want like?
I don't even not want to. I just kind of am apathetic towards watching Game of Thrones.
Why?
I can watch other things. It took me years to watch Breaking Bad. Maybe one day I will watch Game of Thrones. But right now I'm watching. I'm like 15 years late to the Breaking Bad train. Given I was 15 years ago, I was 6, so it would have been weird.
Yeah.
I was watching Breaking Bad. But I'm still even like
I watched Sons of Anarchy as a kid.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a biker gang show. It's fucked up. The guy gets his fingers chopped off because he can't help but masturbate. It's like a tick he has.
I didn't watch a lot of violent stuff like that when I was little, or like dark.
Interesting.
Like
I just watched whatever I wanted to.
Well, I would also do that, but I was never drawn to that. Truly the darkest thing I think I watched was probably Jurassic Park. Other than that, I've always been more attracted to comedies.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like,
Look at your shirt. Also, love your shirt, by the way.
I love this shirt. It looks like you're going into the town, and
Look
this
at
is
that
like
camp
a
counselor.
plaque. I look like a camp counselor.
Yeah.
I would love to go to this camp as a 21-year-old. Me and Audrey, you might have been there for this. We changed both of our Instagram bios.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, so mine says second place Scooby-Doo Superfan, hers is third place. Because Scott Nicewander, you're the first place. I don't know why that burp made me laugh. It came out of nowhere for me.
Sound.
It was a bad sound. Like
Yeah.
on the Audrey spectrum, that would be that would be like a 2 or 3.
I give it a 2.5. Yeah, I can't
It's
give it
not-
one or the other.
Yeah, it's not great.
Shock factor is definitely a 6.
What's the thing called where the Richter scale. I was hoping there was a more fun title for that because we need to come up with a more fun title for the Audrey Burp scale, other than the Audrey Burp scale, which I mean gets the point across. By the way, for those who don't know, Audrey is the best burper in the business.
Yeah. What do you call this animal?
An opossum?
Fuck.
Why?
I've been saying it wrong my whole life.
How have you been saying it?
Just drop the O.
A lot of Americans.
I didn't say possum.
Yeah, a lot of people do
I
that.
thought that's what you were supposed to do.
I don't know what you're
'Cause I was
supposed to
at work
do.
and I got swamped by everybody.
Really?
Because I was talking to my manager and we were talking about whatever, like play dead like possum. He said like what? I said like a possum, like an opossum. And I was like, why'd you
Well,
say it like
here's
that?
the strange thing.
Well, then I walked around to every single one of my coworkers like, what's this animal? And they went opossum. I'm like fuck.
Whenever people say the expression like pretend that you're dead, like
Mhm.
they say playing possum, I've never heard anyone go say playing opossum.
I know.
That's the weird thing.
I hate the English language, dude. Especially the American version
It's such.
of it.
I got so fucking angry the other day when I found out there was 2 different ways to spell gray, Gray and Jrey.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the A option was real until recently.
That's
and
more of like
I don't like
that's
it.
more like a name version.
In 50 Shades of Grey, it's Grey. But here's the fucked up thing. One of them is American and the other is British.
I gotta poop.
Later.
I don't remember what we were
I
talking
don't know
about.
which one either.
It would be funny if if I threw in like a commercial in there, like a real commercial.
We could do. Oh, I was like, we could do.
Oh,
one.
let's do a commercial. Yeah, let's figure out a commercial real quick. Do you need bathroom cleaning? Have you ever looked at your bathroom and thought, man, I'm a disgusting little piggy?
I have
Great. Then you need, you know that thing the Cat in the Hat has?
a flooper.
I don't know what the fuck it's called. Why'd you have that on the top of your head? The
I don't.
flooper.
That's a random thing I came up with.
Okay, well, it sounds very.
It sounds very
It sounds
Cat
like the
in
thing
Hatty.
you'd have. It
Yeah.
sounds like you'd have. They'd be like, "Don't pull out your
They'd call
flooper,
it a
Mr.
floopatron.
Cat in the Hat."
They would call it a flooper.
It would be a floopertron. Just calling it a flooper sounds like he's
Rick
gonna
and
pull out his
Morty.
dick.
Oh,
And Rick and Morty.
as you know,
Yep.
big fan of Formula One, right?
Oh, how could I tell?
And whenever the race happened, it's just like country Grand Prix. That's it. Maybe
Mhm.
sponsored by something. Maybe like sponsored by Heineken
Okay.
or Aramco, whatever the fuck, right?
Okay.
And so it's very clean, pristine. Like it's like this is what it is. This Grand Prix in Budapest or Hungary, whatever, right? The Daytona 500, which is a NASCAR race, the biggest NASCAR race in the calendar, happened this past weekend. And I shit you not, one of the support series races was meat. That is what's for dinner 300. I swear to
That's the
fucking
full
God,
thing?
that is the name
Meat,
of the race.
That is what for dinner 300.
Meat, comma, that is what's for dinner 300.
What is that?
I don't know. It's probably some like app sponsorship.
Let's look it up.
But that was the name of a race.
Meat, that is what's for dinner. Okay, that didn't work.
I got it. Let me use my phone. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. You took my phone and then tried to use the Face ID.
Oh man,
Oh, your camera
Mine was
died.
really thugging it out for a
It
while.
was. We had a nightmare problem. Is it beef?
Is an American advertising slogan and campaign aimed at promoting the consumption of beef.
That's so
Wow,
weird.
that is so weird.
That's so weird.
That's just for beef. I thought that was a company.
I also thought it was a company.
That's just
That
but,
sounds like
But look, and then if
Go
you
get
type,
the other
if you
battery.
type, hold up, 300.
300. This reminds me of
Sorry.
30 Rock when Jenna
The
becomes
best or worst NASCAR race name? I'm
The
glad
best.
I'm glad that's a fucking question.
It's clearly the best. I don't know why it's a question.
I feel like now it's like, what the fuck is this, right? But like, give it like 5 years, and people are gonna like be in love with that shit.
I'm already in love with it.
If NASCAR
I mean,
survives as a
I don't
sport.
eat beef, but I like the idea that they're making this a title of a race. Who's your favorite movie character of all time?
Ooh, that's a good question. Specifically, movie.
Yeah, I think that limits the pool a bit more.
How do I do this?
There's a little silver tab above it.
What's yours?
I was hoping that you would have one off the top of your head so I could think of one. It's a really hard. Obviously, actually, I do have mine's Inspector Clouseau.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's my favorite film franchise. It's my favorite character.
Can you?
What's happening back
Can
there?
you just like go in? How do I turn it on?
The big silver circular button. No, you might have put the battery in wrong.
Fucking kidding me?
I think you put the battery in wrong.
Favorite? That's a hard question.
Is it Dom?
Fuck you.
Why?
No, that's disrespectful to me.
Why?
Just that.
Just want to throw something as a Han Solo.
Well, I have there's Baby from Baby Driver. There's Benny the Jet Rodriguez from Sandlot. It's recording.
You gotta zoom it in.
Fuck. You gotta do that because I gotta be in shot. I don't know, man. I don't have one. I don't know. Man, I do like a Han Solo.
Harrison Ford is just always fun on the screen.
Yeah.
Bless you. Why are you being like that frog guy from Star Wars? I don't know his name.
It's from the prequels. Who cares? They're bad.
I love that we have that on the set.
Right?
I like the idea of
I hate New York. I've never been there. I don't know.
It's great. I love New York. It's one of my favorite places in the entire world. I was doing a crossword the other day, and one of the answers was Times Square, and I could not get it for the life of me because
That's bad.
I didn't have the S. I just had QUA, and then like a random M in time, and I was like, "What fucking New York landmark has a Q in it?" And then I saw it, and I was embarrassed.
As I've gotten older, like when I was young, I was like, because you ever like get asked the question, do you like cities or country?
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind, it was always city for a long time.
You've changed.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, I've like I still love the city.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. Like if I had to choose to live in a penthouse in a city or like on a farm, I've been more inclined to choose the farm.
Really?
As I've gotten older.
I would rather die than go live on a farm.
Like it would have to have good Wi-Fi still.
Yeah.
But I'd rather live on the farm.
Why?
Peace.
There's peace in the city.
You
listen to those cars.
I like that loneliness.
You like the isolation?
The isolation, yeah.
That feels like a nightmare to me, to be on a farm.
It used to be that way for me. And then something's changed as I've gotten older. I don't know.
You found peace.
No.
You started to realize you'd like to raise cattle.
I think it's the strive for peace.
The strive for peace?
Yeah, like wanting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Peacefulness or quiet and seclusion. Is that the right word? Seclusion? Like,
yeah, you want to not be around.
Yeah. No, I've always kind of like, as I've gotten older, I've always wanted to like raise animals and stuff and live on a farm. And
Are you serious? I
Yeah,
said
I
the cattle thing as a joke, but you're...
No, yeah. As I've gotten older, I've like wanted to do that more.
What
and more.
animal?
Cows.
Just anything. Everything.
Yeah, chickens, horses.
Like
sheep.
Just for you or for like to give...
Well, to sell. Because you make money somehow and then have like a farm, like have cultivating seasons. And I'm so serious. Like as I've gotten older.
I can tell. It's just, that's why I'm laughing.
And then as I get like the farm gets more successful, I hire farm hands and I don't have to really do any of the field work anymore. And that's when I started like...
How often would you watch hit film The Barnyard?
I love that movie and show.
I
watched that. I
love that
all the
show.
time.
That show was my shit.
That show was so funny.
It made me come up with my own, because I didn't know there was that little bit in it where he'd go beat Cownan the Barbarian, but I thought he was saying Cowman the Barbarian because he had the character Cowman, which was his superhero. So I was like, oh my god, what if superheroes were barbarians? And I drew a whole comic series of Spider-Man the Barbarian. That's what I did.
All because of a misunderstanding.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I didn't learn what it really was for several years, even once I knew what Conan was.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite characters ever. Pip.
How'd I know it was
Because I send the Pip meme
You
all
do
the
send
time.
the Pip me all the time.
Yeah, but as I've gotten older, I've really just wanted...
Barnyard?
I'm only 20, so I mean...
You got time before you go to the
But like,
farm.
it was no question as I was younger.
Yeah, now it's...
Like, I wouldn't want to live in like Alabama.
Because of the
Maybe
racism.
more... Well, yes, but that culture of southern living.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'd rather more live in like maybe like a...
Like a northern...
Like a Nebraska.
Yeah.
I would love to live in Montana. I know that sounds crazy, but I was really bored one night.
Okay.
And I was on a Discord call with a couple of my friends, and we were like planning a trip to go to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking around the world. Also realized, you ever like know? Have you ever heard of Midway, like the Battle of Midway?
Yeah.
In World War II. I didn't realize how fucking far out in the ocean that was.
Yeah, it's the middle of the ocean.
It's 3,000 miles from, almost 4,000 miles from LA.
Yeah.
You know how far that is?
3,000 miles. Almost 4,000 miles.
And so I was just kind of looking around, like Google Earth or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Montana. I was like, oh my god. Like, this looks beautiful. I'm
You
like,
went from 6 to 12 o'clock.
Like, it was beautiful. And I was like, I think it's also because like my unrealistic dream to be a cowboy.
I did not know you had the dream
Dude,
to be a cowboy.
I would, 2 things in the world I would drop my life for. 3 things. Like if it was like, listen, like God's like, I'm gonna give you a reset token.
Okay.
And you reset and live the life that you want to. It would be baseball player, F1 driver, cowboy.
This sounds like hit Brendan Fraser film Bedazzled, where he keeps waking up in different bodies.
Well, it'd be me still though.
Yeah, it's Brendan Fraser each time.
But he's in a different body.
They make him look different each time.
Oh, I thought it was like a different.
No. Would you? So if you were a cowboy, would you want to be a cowboy now or go back
cowboy
to
back in like the heyday?
So
like in peak cowboy era,
where just everything is rampant, every disease. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just want to do it.
That's fascinating to me. The only
that
way,
simplistic style of living has become more interesting to me.
like the full, I'm out on the farm. Make these cows do the thing.
No, like a cowboy, like an outlaw.
Oh, like a movie cowboy.
Yes.
Not a real.
Not
cowboy.
a ranch hand.
Not a ranch hand. The people who were real. The people who were like
the people who travel cows. Yes.
You want to be a John Wayne type.
No, okay. I guess I would want to travel the cows and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's
I thought they wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. The twins?
It was my stomach. No. Triplets, obviously.
Oh, I forgot that they could refer to more than 2.
Yeah. Quads.
Imagine being that woman, Octomom, who birthed 8 women at once.
Dude.
Women. 8 babies.
They're like, her vagina can never be okay again, right? Were they C-sections?
You have to C-section. But I can't.
Because I feel like that would permanently damage your vagina.
I feel like it would permanently damage your body to have
that
8
too.
babies in your stomach. Mm-hmm. How can you move?
Have you seen like a pregnant 8-month stomach?
Like before? Regular? Like one baby?
Yeah, like one baby?
Yeah, one
That's
baby.
That's already fucking
It's huge. And twins 8? Is even bigger.
Yeah. Triplets. It's fucking insane.
If there was,
my friend's mom almost died because she's giving birth to triplets.
3 is so many. 8. Maybe she didn't give birth to 8. Did Octomom have 8 kids? She had. Why else would she be called Octomom?
Yeah, she has to be.
She has to have given birth to 8 children. Because otherwise, give us the title back.
Yeah.
Then
us.
I declared her Octomom. I was there at the TLC convention, whatever it was.
10 or 11 care.
I was. It's the Learning Channel. Did you know that's actually what TLC stands for?
Are you fucking kidding me?
It stands for the Learning Channel.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God.
Ooh.
I think they were supposed to have really different programming on at first, but then John and Kate plus 8 just took over the airwaves. What are you doing?
Whenever you edit this late at night, it's gonna freak you out for a second.
I don't edit late at night anymore. Fuck. Just to think like the footage froze?
No, just like freak you out. You're like, you're staring at me, like you forget when you're editing it. 'Cause usually you forget by the time you come to editing.
Yeah, but also the podcast Cade just said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but I was doing it for a couple seconds already.
Here's the other thing: I don't look at your footage when I edit.
I know. I just remember that as we were talking
all
about
me,
this. Yeah.
And then I cut it so it's to you.
That's really
narcissistic.
There we go.
I don't know how to make it so I can look at both cameras.
I was gonna say self-indulging, but I was like, that doesn't feel
self-indulging.
It's like when you buy chocolate.
I exclusively cut the podcast so just me.
Oh, I thought it was when you bought chocolate.
No,
for yourself. I'm gonna indulge myself.
I mean, yeah.
Loathing, self-loathing.
That's when you're sad. Self-loathing is different. Why are you touching all my flesh and skin, and why are you trying to take my sock off?
Funny. Why do you keep wearing these socks with no holes, man?
They do.
A couple nights ago, we were chilling. Me, Audrey, Isaac, and Cade.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned he had a hole in his sock, and we were saying we hated it. And he's like, "Yeah, look at this," and put 3 of his fucking toe knuckles through that shit, man.
Yeah, it's fun. You mess with it while it's there.
Just fucking get rid of the sock. Did you get rid of that sock?
Maybe.
No, you didn't. That shit went in your laundry load. That was a waste of fucking detergent. That was a waste of detergent.
Well, it's not going to be a waste if I wear them again. It would be. Do you know how it would be so fucked up? I don't know. Yeah, fucked up's the right word. If they added Jared from Subway into Smash Brothers. Do you think they do that?
No.
Let's email Miyamoto, see what he's going to do. That sounds like there's a dog in the walls.
Yeah, it feels like I thought it was your mom sneezing initially for a couple seconds.
We got dogs
By
in the
the way,
walls.
Wingstop, you make a good chicken sandwich.
To come full circle.
Yeah, it put me on my ass. Like I felt like John Travolta in that scene of Pulp Fiction where he's drowning to pick up Uma Thurman.
Yeah, you fell asleep. Or sounded like...
I took a cat nap.
It sounded like you were going to fall into a coma and never wake up.
I took a cat nap. I would hate that.
To have that happen. Did you see the Pedro Pascal SNL sketch where he wakes up from a coma?
Yeah, he's talking like that accent.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That dude, he's meant for SNL.
He's so funny.
I want to work with him so bad.
I think he'd be such a delight to work with.
Yeah.
He seems so nice. And what a handsome man.
Oh my god. He's really like... What's weird though is that nothing about him's changed. He just has facial hair now.
He's handsome without facial hair too.
No offense, Pedro. I'll say I'm ugly as shit. But
okay, good. That's how you cover your ass.
Yeah, it's like cover your ass. You always insult yourself and cover your ass, right? When he was younger...
What do you mean? Have you seen that one where he's a guy?
Yep.
Have you taken that test that's like prep?
Some people just need facial hair. Like I need facial hair. He needed facial hair.
I think I specifically
don't need facial hair. I like you with scruff. That's just me.
I've never gotten that. I don't understand why.
I think it looks cool. I think you should just grow it out and just let it happen. I'm just so curious how long it can get.
When I'm editing the movie this year, at the end of this year, I'm gonna look like a mess.
I really just want to see it. Like for me.
Yeah.
Like for me. As my gift for this year.
Okay. I'll do that when I'm editing the movie.
Yeah.
I took a test online. This was I was going on Twitter.
Like imagine you had the most majestic fucking beard.
I don't.
But imagine you could. We don't know.
No one knows. I mean, it's when it's gotten longer.
Imagine you look like Orlando Bloom after that shit grows out.
I don't think I'll look like Orlando Bloom at all. I think I'll look like Pee Wee Herman with a fake beard on.
Maybe we'll see. Oh my god, you look like Pee Wee Herman.
Do I look like Pee Wee Herman?
Holy fucking shit, you do, yeah.
I just kind of said it. I think I'm right though. Right on the money.
Yeah, you on the money.
There's a thing that was like prep to jock to nerd to goth. That was the spectrum that it put you on.
What are you next to?
Surprisingly, I'm equidistant between nerd and goth.
I can see that.
Like, that's where it put
I
me.
can see that. Where I would be.
That's what, yeah.
Nerd and jock.
Probably.
But I kind of
You're not prep.
not. I feel like I'm more go.
Well, it's not like a straight line. It's in a big square with 9 quadrants.
Oh.
And I was in the
How would you see this?
It's just called prep, goth, nerd, jock test.
Where?
Just look it up. Let's take it right now. Let's see if our opinions change. We'll do the same questions at the same time.
I don't like doing these because last time I did one, we were all together and it should expose my love thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here we go.
I just hit the first one. Sorry.
You already did the first one?
I thought we were just gonna plow through.
No,
real
we're doing
quick.
it together.
Okay. I give the first one 1 thumbs up.
Debating and discussing complex ideas and theories of value.
They're all different.
They're all different?
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess
Let's power through it.
We'll just power through it and we'll give you our answers real quick.
Traditional male gender roles and expressions of masculinity are important and should be celebrated. That's a crazy question to ask.
It is. I said
that
hard
means,
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's a weird one. I'm mad.
Why?
I'm a normie.
I was also a normie when I did this the first time.
Okay.
I'm no longer a normie.
What are you?
I'm fully in the nerd goth category now.
See, I go really. I'm 14.5% prep and 14.5% nerd.
I am 50% goth and 46% nerd.
I think it might have been because when it said winning is everything and all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, I went double thumbs up on like everything, do everything you can to win. I put double thumbs up for that. Sadness and emotional growth is very important. Success, double thumbs up on that. When it showed key moments you get put through life to increase your success, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put double thumbs up for that.
There's more at the bottom. I'm in the LARP category.
Where do you see that? Oh, yeah, you're in LARP. Yeah, I'm just a normie.
Mine, it tells you everything. LARP stands for live action role playing. It is a form of role playing where participants physically act out their character's actions and interact with one world in a simulated world.
I don't want to be a normie.
That's what acting is.
I don't feel like a normie. Am I a normie?
I don't think so. I think that this test is kind of, but like, I truly do think that, I guess because nerd and jock are opposing, that's why it puts you there. Because you're not, I don't consider you prep.
But the thing, I don't consider myself a nerd, goth, or a jock.
Yeah.
So I'm just in the middle.
Yeah. So for this test,
I don't really identify myself. I can't identify myself as anything.
Yeah.
Like you, I feel people come and say you were like a nerd. I guess. I can't put myself in any category.
Yeah.
Because I really like nerd shit. I really like jock shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of like sports. I guess the preppiness. I like finer things in life. I mean, like I'm not materialistic, but I do like having expensive things. It makes me feel like not good, but like I don't want to buy cheap shit. I don't. There was a question that said, "Does owning expensive things shows a good success of like career or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was like, I disagreed with that.
I disagreed hard on that one.
Because I mean, you can have a lot of money and just don't, dress like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I have more goth tendencies too. So I'm like just fucking clinically depressed.
That's not goth.
I guess not, but they coincide a little bit.
No, goth are macabre, which makes them seem sad, but I don't think they're depressed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like that.
Would goth, because what it said, does the unknown of death excite you?
I did not get that one.
That was a goth question, 100%.
Probably, yeah.
It might be like every time you take the test,
you get a different
it's
thing.
a different result.
Well, I was on the exact same trajectory. Like I basically, if it started in the center of that square and followed a line to that corner, the nerd goth corner, I was just further down that line this time based off the questions I was asked.
Interesting.
It'd be so funny if this podcast ended with me vomiting.